Who of you Muslims can tell me where we can find the Quran which is collected by Allah? Any Muhammadan? So do you see how Islam created a test, and always Islam failed its own test? So Allah, He entrusted the Jews, and the word trust means trust. It's not a test. And if you say to me it's a test, well, that's mean Allah, He do not know the result of the test, because He used the word entrust. So His trust was false. Same time, if Allah, He knew that the Jews are going to corrupt the book, and yet He entrusted the Jews to protect the book, that means Allah intentionally decided to corrupt His own book. Do you understand? If I know that by giving you this book, and I trust you to protect the book, and I am God who can see tomorrow, I can see the future, and I know that you will corrupt the book, is it that means that I'm a partner of the corruption, and I am the one who allowed it, and actually I'm the one who planned for it? So do you see how stupid the whole thing here? If you ask the Muslims, can the corruption of the Quran or the Torah or the Gospel can happen without permission of Allah? What the Muslim they will say? They will say everything is by permission of Allah. Everything. Therefore, if there is any corruption happen, it was Allah who did it. Allah is Satan. And who is going to hurt more or get hurt more than the one who corrupt his own book? You see, I have my books. Somebody he added something to it. Who is the first one who was going to be unhappy with that? Me. This is not what I say. And if I give a book and I convince people that this is a book of God, and then I allow people to play with my book, and I am God, now I am misleading generations by allowing it to happen. Why? Because those people, whoever come after those people who corrupted the book, well, they believe. They are victims. They believe in the corrupted book, but for them it's not corrupted. Additional to that, why the Christians, when they come after the Jews and the disciple of Jesus, did not say that the Torah is corrupted? Why they accept it? Why the Christian until now they accept it? The story is very simple. Muhammad, he could not find any proof himself. Hamoud saying, why it does matter to you? You will simply deny our answer. Let me ask you, my friend, what do you mean why it's a matter for you? You Muslim keep saying that the book of Allah, the Torah, is corrupted. The book of Allah is the Injil, is corrupted. I had to take an opportunity and to laugh at the Quran and the founder of the Quran. Because if Allah, He sent the book, and then Allah, He trusted the Jews to protect the book, and then Allah, He decided not to protect the book, and then you, because of your foolishness, to come to me speaking about my book, when the whole Quran keeps saying this is the book of Allah. So we should laugh at who? We should laugh at Allah. Look what you say. You will simply deny our answer. Who, you know, I'm not waiting for your answer. We are laughing. Can you answer anyway? Allah trusted the Jews. Can you answer? You cannot. Let me ask you, why, if Jesus is God, His apostle turned Him? He failed as a teacher. he failed as God in your book. This is the most stupid answer. I'm just showing you now. Here we go. Your God Allah, he entrusted the Jews. They failed him. Jesus trusted nobody. Jesus even told the one who will deny him, you will deny me. He told the one, you will betray me, you will betray me. Your God, he trusted. And then they gave him a finger. Jesus told the guy who is going to betray him, you will betray me. It wasn't a surprise. Christian, is that correct? Is it true that Jesus, before those things happened, he told his disciple, each one of them, what he will do? Each one of them. So when we laugh, we are laughing at a religion. There's a God, he sent a book, and then he don't want to protect his book. What's wrong with this God? So when you're Muslim, you say the Bible is corrupted, we have to laugh, because this is supposedly the book of Allah. Your God is mentally ill. He sent the book and he decided to let the book go. Why? And not only that, if the Torah was corrupted, how many years Allah he waited to send somebody to tell us? Was your God Allah taking a nap? The Christian, the Muslim, they say that the one who corrupted the Bible is Paul. Wonderful. So Allah, he waited 600 years. And then even when Muhammad, he said, not a single time he mentioned Paul. Actually, the opposite. If you go to chapter 36, it says that there's 3 messengers that went to the city of Antioch, and those are the messengers of Jesus. They are messengers of who? Of Jesus. Allah, he sent, the verse is so clear. Allah, he sent 2 messengers first. And they rejected both of them, and they accused them to be liars. Then Allah, he stringed them with the 3rd messenger. If we go and read Ibn Kathir or many Islamic books, we will find that the 3rd messenger is Paul. Is Paul. And not only that, the Muslims books agree that Paul, he saw Jesus, and even Jesus, he made him blind. Shall we go to Ibn Kathir right now and we laugh? But every single Muslim, he says that Paul is the one who corrupted the Bible. But their stupid book says the opposite. Their stupid book says that Paul was a person who hated the Christians. He wanted to kill them. So the Messiah, he appeared to him in the way to Damascus. And then he turned to be blind. And then Paul, he prayed to the Messiah, asking for forgiveness. And then the Messiah, he forgave him, and he gave him his vision again. Shall we go read? Let us go to the English version of Ibn Kathir, which is not the same as the Arabic one. Chapter 36, verse number 14. And the Muslim, they will say, CP, this is the hadith, the narration of the story is da'if. The Mimi Hijab, it's fabricated. You remember Mimi Hijab when he spoke to me? He started reading this one, I was reading a different book. I said, you eat it. I'm quoting a different book now. My God, he denied man to betray him. You have to prove it. It's your God who denied man to betray him. Isn't it you Muslims? You believe that everything in Islam is destiny? There's no destiny in the Bible. The only destiny in the Bible is there's heaven and hell. You cannot choose third option, if we can call it destiny. But as long as there's a choice between two, it's not destiny. That's why Jesus says, not everyone says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of my Father, but the one who do his will. So if you choose to do your own will, you're free, but you will go to hell, like your prophet. So now let us go to Ibn Kathir and see what Ibn Kathir says about this verse. Let us close those ones. Chapter 14, sorry, chapter 36, verse number 14. Then we go to their book, we will find that Paul is a messenger of Allah. And not only he is a messenger of Allah, he is the strongest between them. And he was sent to the city of Antioch. Let us read together. Where is the third one? Read with me carefully. So those messengers, they were sent to where? To the city, to the people of Antioch. Is that ringing a bell for you? And they were the messengers of the Messiah. Now they are saying here, the Christian they claim. So we cannot take it serious, the Christian claim. But it says here actually, this is the view of Abu Potato, not the Christians. So he agree, this is what his view. And then we continue. Let us try to find who are they, those three. Read carefully. So we reinforce them with the third, meaning, this is now Ibn Kathir. We supported them and we string them with the third messenger. Ibn Jurayj narrated from Wahab ibn Sulaiman, from Shu'aib al-Jabi. The name of the first two is Sham'un, Simon, and the second one is Yohanna, John, and the name of the third is Bulos, which means Paul, and the city was Antioch. Do you see it? Do you see it, people? Do you see why we Arab Christian, we laugh at this religion? In their TV they insult Paul. In their book they say Paul was a messenger of God. But look what happened now. Anyone knows what is the consequence of this stupid statement now? If Paul and John and Simon Peter, they are the messenger of God, but who is the one who sent them? Who is the one who sent them? This is Jesus. Is that correct? So how they are the messenger of God and Jesus is a prophet? Prophet cannot make you a messenger. He himself is a messenger. He don't have the authority to make you a prophet or a messenger. And the chapter there is speaking about those people doing miracles. They are doing miracles. So in order for those three to be the messengers sent by Jesus, Jesus have to be God. And not only that, do you see how important those names are? That's mean whatever John and Peter and Paul said is very authentic, for they are chosen by God. And do you see that the Muslims agree that they were sent to the city of Antioch? Muhammad is copying the Bible. And this is where the Christian were called a Christian for the first time. Well, the Muslim, when they say that preserve, it's mean word by word. But as you see, this is a lie. Even the Quran itself saying it clearly that the Quran is not preserved. The Quran itself saying that. How is that? Here we go. Read and laugh. Chapter 2, verse 106 says that Allah make the Muslim forget the Quran. And Allah will make the Muslim forget the Quran so he can send a better Quran or similar Quran. And this is why this happened, because Muhammad, he cannot remember to recite the verses twice correctly. So in order to give himself excuse, he said, don't worry. If Allah, look at the first translation, if we supersede any verses, why Allah want to supersede any verses? Or cause it to be forgotten? Why Allah want to cause the Quran to be forgotten? I mean, have you ever heard of somebody, he sent a book and he caused you to forget his book? Imagine Jesus, he says something today in the morning, and at night he says to you, forget it. Can you believe it? And not only that, he asks you to forget it, and he says to you, I'm going to make something similar for you. Have you ever heard of a stupid thing like this? So you have a house from 3-bedroom. Allah, he will burn it for you. And Allah will say to you, I will build something similar. So why you destroy the first house if the second house would be the same? And there's more garbage in this verse. This verse, by the way, is a priceless. And for very one word is a priceless. Do you see the word better? Do you see it? How in the world that there is a God, he can write better book than his book? Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? Supposedly Allah is God, and the one is talking is Allah. Okay, wonderful. How in the world Allah is going to write a book better than his book? Anyone can explain? The word better mean that Allah, he admit that his Quran is worse and there is better. And then you ask yourself, was Allah in the state of non-perfection when he wrote the first book? Do you understand what I'm saying? This is a chapter 2, verse 106. If there is better, Allah is the one who's talking. This is and you see, this is why when the Muslims say the Quran is preserved, I like that, because then we can laugh more. The Muslim, they cannot say this is wrong, somebody added. No, it's preserved. I love it. But this is alone to prove to me that this cannot be from God. Can Allah speak better than Allah? Can Allah write better than Allah? If Allah is the one who made the first Quran, how Allah is going to make better Quran than the first Quran? This is why we say Islam is laughable. This cannot be God speaking. You know, this is a guy saying stupid things. You see, I can say to you, I will write a better book than my previous book, which means I will give it more effort, I will study harder, I will research more, try to give more reference. It can happen because a human being can improve himself, and you know, he gets smarter, or more education, or more skills in writing. But we are talking about the perfect God. So if this is the scenario that Allah is going to write a book better than the previous book, That means Allah was not perfect when he wrote his first book. And he is not going to write a perfect book tomorrow too. Why? Because it is just better. Not the best. Better is a word you use to elevate one upon the other one. Is that correct? That means the first Quran was not equal to the better Quran. Then how in the world Allah he wrote a Quran which is not good? This is why we laugh. Can you show proof for only one God? Why only one? Big Shama, my friend, I don't care really if the God is 1 or 2 or 5 or 7. That is not really will make any difference. Show you a proof about what? If there is somebody believe in 7 gods, 10 gods, 20 gods, and they all exist, then he's right and you are wrong. So when people like Muslims, they focus too much about the number, like one God. We believe in one God, and he think when he says such a word, like he is a supreme, he is strong in the position. For me, it is laughable, because it doesn't matter really if it's 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 or 7 or whatever. If they are exist, they are exist. Can I change the number? Guys, do you understand what I'm saying? We don't accept God because he's 1. What if he is 7? What if there's a million God? We don't have a choice to, they are God. The question is, are they true or not? And I think our friend here is a Hindu. So this is not the challenge for any one of us, because who care about the number? Numbers doesn't make you better, less or more. God have a qualification, and his first qualification is his ability. So if you can bring me a million God, and they can create universe like this, and they can create humans and animals and trees, well, they are God then. So the challenge a human being he face is not about the numbers of God. Like you as a Hindu, as I heard Sadhguru, he said that Hindus, they believe they have a 35 million God. 35 million. The number for me is weird. And like why they stop with number 35. But you can say the same, why you stop number 1. But it's not really the number. What will make the God of Hinduism is false. It is the belief itself. Like you have a temple for rats, you have things doesn't make sense, like in reincarnation, the good person, if you are a bad person, you will come as a bad animal. There's a bad animal and good animal. Animal is an animal. And then we find that there is Hindus, they worship gods who they are rats. A god become a rat. I thought if you have a good karma, he will turn to be a better creature. So how God become a rat? So when we reject Hinduism, we don't reject it because of the 35 million God, but we reject it because nothing makes sense there. The vegetarian, the vegetation, and etc. Like, do you know that even plants are not vegetarian? Do you know that? Even plants, they eat beef. If you don't believe me, get some meat and bury it under your tomato, and you will see how the tomato will go crazy, how the plant will flourish. So Hinduism is a philosophy. It's not really anything except philosophy, and philosophy with no logic. Islam is, in the other hand, I believe it took a lot of things from the Hindus. As an example, a Hindu person, he believe in a bad karma and a good karma, correct? Is that correct? Okay. If a person, he is a, he have a bad karma in life, karma mean action. He will come in the coming life as lower creature. Lower creature. If he is a person have a good karma, he will come in a better creature. Muhammad, he adopted the same teaching of the Hindus. Muhammad believed in reincarnation of a human being from human to animals and from animals to human. Look what Muhammad he said. This hadith, we cannot find it in English. Let us find. Let us try to find it in different form. According to Muhammad, let us see. Here we go. According to Muhammad, a person who is a martyr for Allah, he will come back in the heaven. He will live again in the heaven, and he will, his soul will be given the body of a green bird, and those green birds will be living, hanging themselves in the chandelier, and this chandelier is hanged on the throne of Allah. Do you see it? So here you ask yourself, who is the Hindu? The Hindu or Muhammad? Do you see it? Those who they are killed, they are murdered for the sake of Allah. Allah, he will put their spirit in a corpse of a green bird. What they call those green birds in India? Parrot? Oh, this is Hinduism. People, isn't it? This is Hinduism. And now supposedly Allah is spoiling them, and he made them a green bird. But look what happened. How this guy, he promised them 1,000 times that you will have and you will F millions of women. How he is a bird and there is women waiting for him. Do you see the stupidity? How you promise them that there is a lot of women waiting for you to sleep with them, and then you go to heaven, you find yourself a green bird. How you will sleep with those women? You will use your beak? Kukuruku? So to our friend here who is the Hindu, I say to you, Muhammad obviously is copying from your belief many things, and the proof is right in front of our face. This person, he have a very good action. He died for the sake of Allah. He was getting some Christians, some Jews, and now Allah is going to reward him. Time for the payment. How Allah will reward the Muslim guy who died for his sake? Allah will make him a green bird. Happy ending. And the funny, it says a green bird, maybe a chicken, not necessarily this. Maybe it's a chicken. It can be a chicken is green. It says a green bird. He didn't say what kind of bird. And what this guy will be hanging under the throne of Allah, he will say takbir, 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 hummus, shish kebab, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. What an this is not a happy ending. So the poor guy, he joined jihad, he joined Al-Qaeda, he joined ISIS, he committed suicide, he lost his life, and then you make him a bird? This is the end? And your wife a guy from Hamas, he died fighting the Jews. He is going to be a bird? So his wife on earth, she is saying, man, my husband now is a green bird. Can you talk to me, honey? Hello, honey. Hey, honey, talk to me. Hello, honey. Hey, Tony, welcome. By the way, if you say hello and I did not answer you, I'm not ignoring you, but we have a topic. And as you see, it's very important, the bird. This is the happy ending. He will become a why Muhammad did not say he will become a dog? I mean, what difference is going to make? It's an animal anyway. And supposedly now the Muslim says, Alhamdulillah, I will be a green bird. What about stay as a human? Which one is better? How this guy is going to drink wine? Isn't it the Quran promised him a river of wine? A green bird drinking wine in a cup. Isn't the Quran promising to drink in a cup? So you are a bird and you are drinking a cup. Isn't the Quran promise you that you will wear a green silk made in Persia? So now you are a bird and you are wearing green silk? That is messed up. I mean, when Muhammad, he made up a lie, his lies hit the sky. They are so high. Hashish, hummus, falafel, I mean, you name it. You don't know what this guy is eating when he say things. And look, Muhammad, he insists that they will be hanging on a chandelier. That's deep. Not in a branch, I mean, put him at least in the wood, let him have fun. You want to put him now, you made him a bird, and you made him under the arsh of Allah, in the chandelier. What about you let the guy go have fun in the heaven? So now, for eternity, you are hanged under the arsh of Allah, and Allah is farting on you. Let him go, let him have fun. Now he is a bird. Maybe he will find a spouse, a bird like him, female bird. They are like flirting now. Like, do you like me? Do you? Do you? Do you love me? Do you? Do you? Do you hate me? Bird. And then, brother, look, it says here. Look how the story is getting complicated. Here. It says, in the crops of a green bird. It's not you will be a green bird. You wish. He is using a crops of birds who they are already exist. And he insert your soul inside them. This remind me of hot dog. I told this story before. First time I came to the state, I went to a church, and the guy in the church, very nice people, very friendly. One guy in the church, he wanted to take me around to show me the town. So he said, do you like to eat? It was like noontime almost. I said, yeah, sure, I was hungry. He said, let us eat hot dogs. And I was saying to myself, what he said? Did he say really hot dogs? And I was looking at him, I mean, do this guy really eat dogs? You know? And then I start saying to him, you know what? I'm not really hungry. I will eat later. It's okay. Let us go around and, you know, I will go home soon. You know? He said, what happened a second ago? You said you want to eat, you know? He don't know. I was shocked, you know. He just told me when I eat dogs. I don't want to eat head dogs. I don't want to eat cold cats. I want to eat a green bird. It took me some time to find out that it's hot dogs. I mean, it's very weird. Why do you call it hot dogs if there's no dogs involved? Anyway, you know, this is what happened to you when you are like very knowledgeable in English. So Allah will insert your soul inside a hot dog green bird, a corpse. And those birds, they are hanged in a lamp suspended from the throne, which go where they wish in paradise. Brother, those birds, they do not need to fly. The chandelier will fly. I mean, what a lazy bird. So you spend your life as a bird, going around in paradise full of Abdul having sex, and you are the only one who is just watching. And the excuse is that Allah now He favor you and He made you a green bird. Somebody gave this one to Sadhguru. You know Sadhguru in India? He will love it. He will make a story of it, and he will make himself look smart, you know, because this Sadhguru, he bring a bunch of idiot, and he said, sit down on your ass, relax, close your eyes. Now let the bad energy come out. The bad energy, and by the way, don't forget the donation too, come out. And we have an envelope, you can put the money there. Let the bad energy, and let one of the girls come and take the donation, okay? And let the bad energy come out. And please don't close your eyes when the donation collection is coming, you know, open your eyes to give the money. And relax. And now I want all of you to raise your bum, because this is how you can relax. And now let the bad energy come from your bum. All the negative energy, keep only the positive energy. And don't forget the donation, by the way. And now, and then the guy, he keep talking about accepting each other, being nice to each other, refusing the bad energy. If somebody didn't agree with you, don't get angry. Learn the acceptance. Learn how to suppress the bad energy. I made a video about him 15 minutes after he went to YouTube and he reported me. It turned to be that all the bad energy in the world is in his ass. I mean, at least wait for 20 minutes. 15 minutes. They went to the channel of Sadhguru. They told them that this guy, he made a video against him. He went to YouTube and he reported my video. And he is the guy who spent his day talking about accepting each other. If somebody disagree with you, why you get angry? Because you have an echo inside you. Because you don't want to accept that you can be wrong. Why you get angry? Try to accept even if he is wrong, because it's possible that he's right. Don't worship the inner inside you. Bad energy is our problem. This is why the Lord, he says, be aware of false teachers. From their fruits you shall know them. Correct? Anyway, I hope you guys, you get happy today, because if you convert to Islam now and you die for the sake of Allah, you will become a bird. Uh, and look at not only this, look at this conversation here. Here it says that the Lord looked down at them. Allah, he looked down at those murder who became bird now. And he said to them, whether they desire anything, they say, look at this, look. They reply, what they could wish when they can go anywhere they like in paradise. If. It looked like only those birds can go, the rest are not. And then he does that with them 3 times. Allah, he repeat the same question 3 times. Look, this is Sadhguru. Sadhguru, he say, what do you like me to do for you? You say, well, what more we want than going everywhere in the paradise? Sadhguru, he is not convinced with the answer. He asks you the same question again. What do you like me to do to you? You say to him again, what more we like to do more than we can go anywhere we like in paradise? He is not convinced. And always all questions and answers in Islam have to repeat it 3 times. And remember, Islam is against Trinity. But why Allah he have to ask the question 3 times? Allah knows best. So Allah, the 3rd time he asked them the same question. And then when they see that they will not be left alone, like what the heck? Sadhguru is losing his patience. Allah became annoying. Allah keep asking the same question. It's like a radio station. Do you know the Middle Eastern women who bought a CD to make a cake? You know this story? This is a true story, by the way. Sahih Bukhari. She brought a CD teaching her how to make a cake. And then she put it in the stereo, you know, and the CD is playing. It says break an egg. Break an egg. Break an egg. She broke 30 eggs. The CD is still saying break an egg. Break an egg. Break an egg. She called the husband, hurry up, send me more eggs. I will lose counting. He sent her like 2, you know, tray of eggs. Break an egg. Break an egg. Break an egg. Anyway, the end of the story, the CD was stuck and the egg was broken. Allah is a CD who is stuck. Break an egg. Break an egg. Break an egg. And those guys who they are birds in paradise now, they notice that this God is annoying. He will not leave them alone. So when they see that they will not be left alone without asking something, look at this. What kind of heaven this heaven is? This reminds me when I was in the Philippines. I went to a beach. There's nobody there. Literally nobody. I wake up in the morning before people go, you know, and there was a guy. He stood behind me and he started screaming, Balut, Balut, Balut. What the heck? I look at him and hey, buddy, if Balut is here, he would answer a long time ago. I mean, he stood behind me. There's nobody in the whole beach. He said, sir, I'm not looking for a person. Balut is an egg. Do you want to buy some, sir? And this is Allah, Mr. Balut. He keep asking them the same question. And they are now supposedly in heaven. And the beach is empty. And he chased them. He keep asking, no. Tell me, you know, what do you like? What do you like? And Allah, like, come on, Allah, we don't want anything. Just leave us alone, man. But they notice that Allah will not leave them alone. It's like a scam coming to your door. He keep knocking. And then they tell their Lord that they wish him to return their spirit to their body so they will maybe be killed in his path once again. Look at this wish. Anyone understand what happened now? Obviously, those guys, they are desperate to leave the heaven. Maybe the Muslim, they see it like, yeah, they want to die for the sake of Allah. No. Don't you see it says he will not stop until he will not leave them alone? So those Abdul, they are asking Allah, for the sake of Allah, can you give us our body back and throw us in earth again? We don't want your heaven, you idiot. We are willing to die again. Just give us our body and leave us alone. Like already you died once, and now you are in heaven, and now you are desperate to leave the heaven. You want, just give me my body. It's okay. You know, I don't want anything from you. Just please give me my body and throw me back. I want to die for you. Don't worry. I want to do jihad for your sake. What kind of comedy is? And who is the stupid fool want to believe in it? Mr. Bird. If you want to know how Osama bin Laden now look like, take a look. Should he look like Osama, to be honest with you? I don't know, somehow. I'm not sure, really. I mean, the mouth, I don't know. He looked a little bit different. There is some, I'm really confused. Maybe it's Osama. I don't know. Oh, this guy, he's not a green. Why green, by the way? I mean, there's a million color in the world. This guy, he's stuck with, look at this, how beautiful this guy. Why not the red? Oh, look at this guy, what he's doing. What the heck? What he's holding in his hand. Yellow. You know, the yellow is a special color for the Shia. Anyone knows what is special about it? Who remember? Let us see if you guys remember. Why the yellow color is special for the Shia? Anyone knows? Okay. According to the Shia, if you wear black shoes, your private part, your penis, will never function. If you wear yellow shoes, your private part will be like boing, boing, boing. This is why the Shia, they are, like if you go to Baghdad, you will not find anyone buying black shoes unless he's an ignorant. They are the cheapest. But in the same time, who in the world want to wear yellow shoes? And this is the lucky yellow bird. So you can imagine how good he is in bed. I mean, this guy is not only his shoes is yellow, everything about him is yellow. Unbelievable. True story, by the way. Look at this guy here. Yeah, this is a Muslim bird. Takbir. What stupid religion. Yeah, black shoes, they will make you weak in bed, you know. Don't wear black shoes. And you know, I was like saying to myself, what's my problem? What's my problem? What's my problem? And then one day I discovered that all my life I was wearing black shoes. True story. Black shoes will make your oh boy. Are women wearing, you see, they don't talk about women, they talk about men. And like the Shia, they have their own, you know, crazy stuff. Like as an example, if you look at your wife anus and you are having sex with her, your son or your whatever son or daughter will come and mute. She cannot talk or he cannot talk because you look at her anus. You cannot look at her anus. Haram. Haram. Okay. Yeah, they have, you know, the Shia, they have a crazy stuff. If your wife, she is giving you birth only for daughters, you spank her in her ass 7 times when you are having sex, and you say, yeah, Ali. Each time you spank her, you say, oh, Ali, oh, Ali. Oh, you have to spank hard, by the way, okay? Just to let you know. Then she will give birth to a baby boy. But you remember Muhammad, he said that the one have orgasm first, the baby will be like resemble the, so just according to Muhammad, the Sunni, if you have orgasm first, the baby will be a boy like you if you're a man, or will be a girl like you if you are a female. Just have orgasm first. Yeah, but this is like the spanking is a good one, you know, like your wife. Don't practice it tonight with your wife, okay? Otherwise, you will have boys for the coming 10 children you will have, they will be all boys. Spanking method. Unbelievable. Crazy, you know, crazy religion. Yeah, actually, like the Shia, they have way more stupid stories than the Sunni. But the Sunni are no different. You know, I mean, they have their own fiction. But the Shia, they fly too much. I mean, they are really, really too much high. Like, you know, Ali, he was in China, and he was in Europe, and he was in Damascus, and he was in Mecca in the same time. Brother. And Al-Hassan, he speaks 70 million language. Brother. 70 million. Just only 70 million language. Okay, what you can do about it? If I want to make just a special program about the Shia, you will die laughing. If you remember, I made a video about why a person, why the Muslim Shia, they were speaking about the Sunni, why they are homosexual. Did anyone remember the video? He said that if he is a Shia, Allah will protect his anus from shaitan. But if he is a Sunni, the baby, when he is born, shaitan, he put his finger in his anus. And that will make him, which means will make every Muslim Sunni a homosexual. This is the the logic and oh boy, hard to believe, isn't it? And it's sad, by the way. I mean, we are in the year 2000, whatever, and then the people, they believe in this, and they go on TV. I mean, this guy, he have his program. His name is Yasser Al-Habib, you know. And he explained, and he move his finger, and he tell you how shaitan, he insert his finger in the anus, brother, in the anus of the Muslim Sunni. Thank God I am not a Sunni. And you know, like one of the questions somebody asked me before, he said, what if somebody later he converted to be a Shia? He's already now shaitan, he put his finger in his anus. Can that be fixed? You know, what if somebody one day, after, let's say, he become adult or something, he become a Shia, and then this sheikh is saying that when you are a child, shaitan, he insert his finger in your anus, and thus you will become a homosexual. Okay, what if this guy, when he grow up, he become a Sunni? Is Allah going to reverse what happened all this time? Oh boy. You know, actually, they have a story. Maybe I should make some special video about the Shia. Remind me, maybe next week. Like, there is a story where the Shia, they believe that Ali, he is one of the prophets who suffer from things. Or he was the accompany of the prophets who have from hard time or harsh time. So the Shia, they believe that Ali was with Abraham when they tried to burn Abraham, and he is the one who made the fire cooled down on Abraham. And Ali, he was with Noah in his ship in the flood time, and actually he is the one who saved his ship from drowning. Like, look like there is a hole, you know, in the ship, and Ali is the one who blocked it. And Ali was with Isa, and he was with Musa. So when Musa he crossed the sea, Ali was with him too.